How's it going, YouTube? This is Trainer JI, and today we have another PSA return. Two big stacks of PSA slabs in front of you. I'll be honest, I hate the word slab. I just said it, and I do say it on occasion because I feel like that's the technical term for graded cards, but I don't know what it is about it. It just feels like super, like, bro-y, or I don't know. I just don't like the word slab. I know that sounds strange, but just not a fan. I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's a slab, but I just don't like it. Don't like the term. Don't know why, but I digress from what we're doing here. 100 cards, PSA graded return. This should be number 24. We have an EX era sub here, so this should be pretty fun to go through. Like I did with the last one, I started a new little thing here. I'm going to pick out my 3 favorite from this submission and rank them, and we'll go through those 3 a little more in depth at the end. So, yeah. Let's jump into this. 100 cards. I believe this is a good sub. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out. All right, first up, we have Tyranitar EX, Shockwave deck, PSA 9. I mean, I guess right off the bat, we got a pretty good one there, so we'll put that one down there. I mean, we might actually do the first 3 cards here, to be honest. We got Raikou, Pokepark Blue file, PSA 10. No complaints there. This is a good artwork. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really like Pokepark in general. We got Munchlax, Pokepark Forest file, Hollow, PSA 10. Again, we got my top 3 here, but we're gonna rank. We're gonna go like that for ranking. Munchlax 1, Tyranitar 2, Raikou in 3rd. We have, oh man, it's gonna be some shifting around quick on this one for sure. We got Sableye, Miracle Desert 10. It's a really pretty card. Do a little zoom in on Sableye there. Just eating gems in a cave. No big deal. Don't judge. We got Flygon, Rulers of the Heavens, 10. I absolutely love this card. It's one I have in my personal collection in 10. So we're going to just shift this down through, and that's going to take the number 1 spot. All right, we got Magcargo, Rulers of the Heavens, 9. Oh, that's right. I was making rules last time, so I guess we're putting Raikou back. The rule is that it has to be a 10 to make it so that, like, a submission will be different every time, because obviously I'm probably not going to get the same grades every submission, so it'll keep me from picking the same cards from eras. So, yeah. Broke my own rules. Look at that. Out of control. We got Magcargo, though. Magcargo EX, Ruler of the Heavens, 9. Minun, Rulers, 9. This is a nice one. Ampharos, Golden Sky, Silver Ocean. Really pretty hollow on this one. This is actually a really awesome card. PSA 10. I was going to swap this one out for the Raikou, but this next one's going to take it. So, absolutely love this card. I have a bunch of these to grade yet, so I'll probably slip one into my collection at some point. It's just an absolutely beautiful card. I mean, look at Kasube artwork. Dragonair, so it's a cool looking card. I don't know. There's just not much more you could ask for in this one. But we're going to swap out Munchlax, put him in 3rd, and Raikou is going to go into the pile. So there we go. There's our top 3 so far. All normal type. That's funny. We got Mightyena, expansion pack, 10. Nice Nishida artwork. It's kind of strange. Mightyena has a lot of different representations the way it looks. If you look from one card to the other, like this is like super docile, like Nishida's typical like soft style. But if you look at, I'm trying to think, like honestly, like if you look at seriously all the Mightyena cards, it's really hard to pick one where you feel like the representation of the Pokemon is the same in each one. It's actually kind of wild. I don't know why I personally noticed that. That's super nerdy, but it's just something I noticed as going through this stuff as often as I do. We got Dark Electrode, Rocket Gang, 9. Typhlosion, Golden Sky, Silver Ocean, 10. This is a really nice card, but does not make the list. Got Jolteon, Holland Research Tower, 9. I always wondered why. I said it in our video too. This is supposedly that's technically the Delta species sign, but how is it Delta species if it's the same type? I don't really understand that. Maybe it had something to do with. Oh, Okay, so is it supposed to be like metal typing mixed because it has a metal energy, but it's still electric? I don't know. I much rather the Delta species where they're a completely different type, personally. We got Absol, Rulers of the Heavens 10. It's tough for me. I like this Munchlax too much. This is definitely a close third in this one, but I like the Munchlax too much. This is beautiful 10. Beautiful card. Beautiful. We're still in Rulers. We got the Plusle PSA 10. This is every YouTuber except for myself. Well, I can't say everyone, but a good majority of the people who do Pokemon content, and that's them doing their thumbnail. So, yep, that looks about right. Yep. That's no disrespect to anyone that does content. I mean, I'm but a meager 500 something subscribers, 70 something subscribers at this point, and there's people with millions. What I don't really, if you have to sacrifice integrity to make content and like do weird stuff that you're not really comfortable with and wouldn't do otherwise, just for views, I don't know, not really my jam. But if you like that stuff, yeah, more power to you. And if I don't do enough of that cool stuff for you, then I'll see you later. That's just how I personally feel about it. But moving on, we got Aura's Lucario, Meiji Chocolate promo, PSA 10. Really tough grade on this one. I would assume the pop's probably sub 20 for something like this. I think I may have graded one of these before in 10, but really nice card. Sales history probably isn't too vast just because pop's so low, so I really don't know what something like this is worth, but definitely a really nice card. I just love these kind of quirky promos, especially the older ones. We got Zangoose, also Meiji Chocolate, PSA 8, metal type Zangoose, pretty sweet. This is a cool card. If this would have been a 10, this would have probably been top 3. We have the Pikachu ANA Airways, or Outnippin Airways, however you want to say it. It's technically ANA is Outnippin Airways, but I don't know. I just say ANA Airways. I don't know why. It's just always that. But anyway, we're digressing further from the topic. It's Pikachu riding a Wailmer, and I don't think you could get much cooler than that, personally. But, I mean, the Wailmer is also smiling. Big old smile. I don't know what kind of adventure they're on, but yeah, they set sail. PSA 8 on that one. We have Jolteon, Meiji Chocolate, PCGP promo. I guess I should have clarified. I think that's what all those other promos were, PCGP era. But PSA 9, nice card. There's a Flareon, a Vaporeon as well. They're also very nice. Cool Fukuda artwork. Never really zoomed in and focused on it, but the background actually looks really nice as well. This one's cool too. Again, another Meiji Chocolate promo. We have the PSA 8 Mewtwo. I like that it's electric type, Delta species. Pretty sweet card. I love promos from that era. I mean, I love all promos. Honestly, promos are probably some of the best cards in the hobby, but definitely the older era stuff. We have Salamence, movie commemoration VS pack, Butler's Salamence to be exact, PSA 9. This one's pretty sick. Probably one of the coolest Salamences out there by Kusajima. I probably will keep one of these at some point when I grade 10. I know I have a bunch of these, but probably will keep one of these at some point. Just, it's one of those artworks that sticks out. This is an interesting one. Actually, that's right. I do remember. I think there might be some other... what is it? It's not a subgrade. It's a qualifier. There we go. Some more qualifying grades. So we got a 6 mark. So I think a mark can be... Oh, I guess we have a zoom. That's on the case. Don't worry. That'll get buffed out before it gets shipped out to anyone. But a mark could be like an indent, which might be right there, but typically that means it would have been like a higher grade, but I'm not seeing this being worth more than maybe like an 8. But I don't know, maybe someone was really trying hard that day. But we got a 6, PSA 6 qualifier marked Dragonite EX from Lords of the Heavens. Definitely interesting. You don't see that kind of stuff too often, especially with the lower grades. But I think there's another one in here that has something similar to that. We have Rhoda's Weavile, McDonald's promo from PCGP, PSA 8. I think this is glossy, yeah. Another one of those kind of quirky promos from that era. We have the Pikachu McDonald's promo, PSA 8. Did I put this stuff in order already and I'm messing? I don't think so. We have Aura's Lucario official double deck. I actually never really looked up what this was from. I don't know what that is actually. Like, I know it's telling me it's an official double deck, but I don't actually know. Like, I don't have knowledge on what the actual release of this one is. To be honest, looking at this now, like, this is like one of the first times I've really looked at this card up close. I'm sure I have more copies, but it's kind of interesting. I'll have to look that. I will know what it's for or what it's exactly it's from when I list it for sale. But yeah, interesting. Again, none of those quirky promos. We have a Meiji Chocolate promo again, Plusle, PSA 9. You got the stock background, Ken Sumugi, yeah, Sugamori artwork. It's a cool card, though. Sugamori's cool. I guess he's alright. I mean, he's only like the godfather of Pokemon in a way. We have Flygon 7-Eleven Fair Campaign promo. This is obviously the holo version. There's also a non-holo version. PSA 9 in this one. Next up, we're going to take a look at this one. We're going to take a look at this before I can show you the grade. Alright, so I do see like an indent there, unless that's on the case, but I'm pretty sure it's on the card. This is from my less than stellar precondition era of like 2019, and I didn't go over them, so. Ooh, yep, another nick there. But overall, I mean, that's not a bad back other than those nicks. I mean, it doesn't look to be too much whitening overall. So let's flip this over before you can even see the grade. Is it on? Well, mine might have a dirty head there. So totally didn't just submit that, and that's got to be PSA right now. That was definitely me missing that. I didn't necessarily miss it, but again, I didn't go back over this. So again, overall, I mean, you got a little there, but like this doesn't look like a terrible card. I mean, but we got a 4 on this. Now, they have done this every once in a while where it's like you get these weird low grades on stuff and it just doesn't seem to make any sense. Excuse me. And I don't know exactly what that's about, but yeah, PSA 4 on this. So maybe we might put this aside as a crack campaign one to do like some sort of weird like opening or something like that, like a weird way to like crack open the slab or something, because a 4 is just yeesh. All right, next up we got Absol 7-Eleven Fair Campaign non-holo, PSA 9. Yep. What's that? Is that on the card? No, I think that's one of those weird like plastic crystals. Sometimes they get on the cases of these. I don't know. We will see later on. We'll figure it out. We have Wigglytuff EX, Undone Seal, 9. Nice swirl on this one. Nice hollow overall. We have Salamence EX, Clash of the Blue Sky, PSA 9. Not bad, not bad. Jirachi, Clash of the Blue Sky, PSA 9. This is a fantastic artwork by Kazuki. If this would have 10, this would have gone into the pile. Which reminds me, we haven't really touched the top 3 for a while here. We are still on the first stack, so probably like first 50 cards, but which means we're at 15 minutes. Oof, it's gonna be a long one, so buckle in. So it's funny, I said earlier about how Mightyena has a lot of different representations. I mean, does this even look close to the Mightyena that Nishida did? Was this Nio, Kimura? Something like that. But again, the representation is just so different between different artists. I don't really understand that. Not that like you shouldn't have your own style. That's not really what I'm saying. But like typically the Pokemon at least maintains somewhat of a similar shape and like figure, but it just doesn't seem to for Mightyena. But we got PSA 9 on this one, Clash of the Blue Sky. We have another stock background, Ken Sugimori Murkrow from AG Chocolate. PCGP promo. Let's zoom in. It is Murkrow in the city, doing Murkrow City things. I don't know what he's planning for his nightlife, or if the sun's going down, or if it's just going up, or what. But yeah, he's in the hustle and bustle. PSA 9. We got Shiftry, Undone Seal, PSA 10. This gives me like, what's the show? Wow. Demon Slayer vibes. Like, I don't know what it is about Shiftry exactly, but he gives me Demon Slayer vibes. I'm just now getting into the 4th season of that and watching those episodes, and I don't know, every time I see him now after watching that anime, I just kind of feel like that's, I don't know. That's the vibe he gives me. But anyway, Skarmory, Clash of the Blue Sky, 10. Pretty nice artwork on this one. Using Screech, I would assume, or like Sonic Boom. Obviously, Skarmory's most powerful attack. We have Mining, Clash of the Blue Sky, 9. We'll do a zoom in this one. This is a really nice artwork. And honestly, this doesn't really feel like a Kusajima artwork, but it is. And I like it. I like it a lot. But Plusle's in the background. I'd assume the Plusle, you see the other perspective. But this is a rare in the set. And I think the rares kind of go a little unnoticed. But, I mean, a rare is typically still going to be 1 per pack. I don't think you got a rare and a holo. So, I mean, 1 rare or holo per pack. So I don't know, just think a lot of the rares from some of these, like EX era, Diamond and Pearl, that kind of stuff, is I think they're a little underrated, just because you don't get one. It's not like a common uncommon where you get a good chance of getting the same one every pack. But we got Typhlosion EX, Miracle Desert, PSA 9. Who did this? Hikaru Koiki, no idea who that is, and I don't think they did a lot of artwork because I don't recognize the name. But I could be completely wrong, too. We have Jolteon EX from Holland Research Tower, PSA 9. It's funny because, if I remember, this is probably from there's a video of me opening up a sealed case of these, the decks themselves, and this was probably from that. So, again, if you think you're getting sealed product, old stuff, or sealed anything, and it's supposed to be a Gem Mint card, well, guess again, because centering looks pretty good on this, and it got a 9. So we have Magneton from that same deck, PSA 8, beautiful Himeno artwork. We'll do a little zoom on this one. Not sure what Magneton's doing in the woods, but you know, who am I to judge? He likes the trees, the breeze. I mean, I like that stuff too. So, all right, we got Lantern, Mirage Forest, PSA 9, Himeno artwork. Magneton again, this time Mirage Forest. What is this? Nakamura. This is kind of a cool one again, too. Magneton was super, like, there's so many Magneton cards out there, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's, like, some hidden, like, Japanese, like, inside story about what Magneton is or represents or something, but Magneton got a lot of cards. And again, this is a rare, and Magneton got a lot of spots where it's in the rare, holo, or some sort of hit, like, section, so not exactly sure what that's all about. I like Magneton. I don't love Magneton, but I like Magneton, so it doesn't upset me necessarily. But things like E-Series, where Magneton got like 2 or whatever, 3 holos or something. Is it 2 or is it 3? I know it's at least 2. It's a steel type and an electric type. Yeah, I think it's 2. Like, why couldn't we just got another Pokemon, you know? It's just my personal opinion. We got Manectric EX, Clash of Blue Sky, 9. Sharpedo EX, Clash, 8. This is kind of a cool one. Yeah, I like seeing Sharpedo as a dark type. We have Delcatty, Mirage, 9. Excuse me. I think I might be getting a cold. Hopefully not, because it's just about Thanksgiving, but that wouldn't surprise me. We have Snorlax here, Flight of Legends, 9. Beautiful card by Himeno. Big cool one to get signed by Himeno, to be honest. We have Flygon, Farinas to be exact, from the movie Commemoration VS Pack. Another nice card, PSA 9. We have Ditto Pikachu, Research Tower. That have been from the same thing that the Jolteon and the Magneton earlier would have been from. PSA 8 on this one, so we're even downgrading to an 8 here from something that came from a sealed deck. This is a cool one you don't see too often. We have Aggron from Mirage Forest, PSA 10 on this one. Not putting this one in my top tier, but I do really like this card. Again, one you don't see too often. This one I think I actually graded not long ago. I think I might still have up in my store in 10, so this is probably going to be an extra copy. But we have the Magmar by Kazuki from Mirage, PSA 10. Kazuki always does this super cool style. It's hard not to like it. So that was stack 1. First 50 cards. We're at 20 minutes. Oof. About to be a long video. But we got Salamence, Constructed Deck, Hollow, PSA 8. I really like this card as well. This is definitely one that could potentially go into my collection at some point. Cool to grade this one finally in a 10. I've graded a bunch of these, and they've been coming back 6s. I guess I'm missing like some small indent, but this is the Lightning Quick Construct Pack. WHF stamp version. I mean, WHF stands for the World Hobby Fair. I'm not exactly sure how it was given out or what the circumstances were, but pretty low pop for a 10. I think it's only like 30 or something. And for Pikachu to be like that kind of pop for some from 05 is pretty decent. But yeah, really nice card. Got Raikou EX, Aqua Half Deck 10. Interesting style for Raikou. It kind of almost looks like fake. Wait, hold on a sec. Got some buck teeth going on? A little buck teeth down there? Yeah, sure. Alright. We got Rayquaza EX from the Emerald deck with no teeth or red teeth. Not exactly sure what's going on with Ray. But we got the Mint 9 on this one. Tough grade, and also, this is probably a pretty pricey card in a 9. I think I sold for like a 6 for like $100 something dollars. Tough to source raw, and especially to source mint. Don't know exactly what that's all about as far as not being able to get them mint, but yeah, I mean, it's it's a cool card. I like that one. We got Delcatty EX, Miracle Crystal 9. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully I'm not coming down with a cold. That would suck. We got... maybe it's just because I haven't talked much today. I should have brought a water with me for this. Team Magma's... Or, excuse me. Team Aqua's Manectric from Magma vs. Aqua, PSA 6. Unfortunate on this. I guess we'll do a little quick go-over. That looks like it's on the case. Moving down. Not seeing what it's from... Yeah, I know what happened here. Maybe like a corner neck. It does kind of look like that. And you know, I hate to say this because like it sounds like, I don't know, it just sounds douchey. But I feel like when you get grades like this and you get that like weird like PSA 6 with a mark on that Dragonite, it's somebody trying to do their job too much, like trying too hard. I know that it might sound weird. You should always try to do your job well, but like it like makes other submissions feel inconsistent when you have these weird, like, it's like I don't know why they would look at something and it'd be a 9, and then like we looked at that was either plus or minus where it was a 4. What dictates that being a 4? If this is a 6 and this looks very similar to that, like what are they seeing to give that a 4? I just feel like a 4 should be something pretty well damaged, and that just wasn't it. Like a 6 I could have saw on that, like maybe even a 5, but a 4 just seems like an odd grade. All right, we got Pichu, Holland Phantoms 9, nice steel type. Rayquaza, Constructed Deck 9 with the cool crazy sparkle hollow. Seems to be a pretty big fan favorite. I guess you can see why. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a good artwork array, too, actually. We have Team Magma's Houndoom. Hit the 10 on this one. Pretty nice artwork. Who's the artist? Kanakuji. No idea. No idea who that is. But nice card. Doesn't make the list, though. Well, dude, we might stick with, like, some of the first ones we picked off the top. I'm kind of sad, actually. I like swapping them out and, you know, competing. and seeing what I'm going to come up with. But we got Minen, Play Promo, 3,000 points, PSA 9. Got Raichu, Holland Phantoms, 9. I really like this one in the steel type. I think it's a cool artwork of Raichu as well. He's just kind of kick back, relaxing. Can't blame him. Got Eevee, Magmaverse Aqua 10. Just your base common from the set, but good artwork nonetheless. Nobody likes Eevee either, right? Yeah. We have Kids Weavile. I don't think I ever said that. Probably have never graded this card before, but Kids Weavile from the movie VS pack. I think there's like two, maybe 3 Weaviles from this VS pack. I don't know what that's all about, but maybe it has something to do with, is this Plumeria? Kind of looks like it with the hairstyle, but I could be wrong on that too. We got Manectric, Miracle Crystal, 9. Howling at the Moon. Pikachu, Holland Phantoms. So that Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu all went together. They're all steel type from Holland, but PSA 8 on the Pikachu. PSA 7, Magmaverse Aqua Jolteon. This is a really pretty one from Nishida. Fortress, Brox to be exact, from the movie VS pack. I actually want to do a zoom in on this. What's going on in the background there? Is that supposed to be like what Fortress is envisioning being? That circular tower back there? Is that like their idol, their god? It's possible. This is a cool card. I like Fortress. I really do. I don't know what it is. I use Fortress in Gold and Silver. I don't know. I just like Fortress. I like the bug steel type thing. We got Plusle. This PSA 10, this is the 2,000 point one, so the mine was 3,000. It's kind of weird that they made those, being that they're kind of like a pair, one being more points than the other. But yeah, this one was 2,000 points. The other one's technically harder to get at 3,000. But we got PSA 10 on this one, and pretty evident style there. It's Kazuki with bold colors and just simplistic but like detailed at the same time. Makes no sense, but just go with it. Just pretend that I know what I'm talking about. It'll make me feel better. Yeah, another Kids Weavile here. So I said about there being like 2 or 3 from that. I don't know what. It was different scenes, different acts from this movie. One's Fukuda, one's Harada. You tell me which one you like. I kind of like the Harada one better personally. Although Weavile's arm being all like kind of noodly is kind of strange. We have Flygon up next. Kind of getting down halfway in this last stack. Flygon, constructed starter deck 10. This one's close, but I can't swap out what I have for this one. This is a nice card, but doesn't quite jump in. But really nice one here by Kusachima. Cool. We have Electabuzz, Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean, 10. He's looking big mad in this one. Always hanging out at the power plant. We have Elekid, Golden Sky, 10. What's the background of this? Oh, is it like a... I wonder if Yukamori actually went to a power plant and took a photo of this. But it's always like kind of vague, the background. Like it's not quite in focus, so you can't ever tell exactly what's going on. I wonder if that's intentional or if that's just how it ends up being. We have Flaffy, Golden Sky, 9. This is a cool artwork with the kind of fitting for winter time coming up and Christmas time and the holidays. Must blend in pretty well. Yeah, what am I... Look at me. I'm trying to zoom in on the card. Yikes. Yeah, it's cool. It's a nice artwork. If you don't already, I just urge you to go back through the old sets and just look at the commons and uncommons. I still see stuff where I'm surprised. I'm like, man, I never really looked at this card. And I'm like, oh, this is really good. We got Pikachu, Flight of Legends, PSA 10 on this one. The Happiest Boy, which I'm actually going to do a zoom in on this. What is he doing? He's just hanging out on our branch. All right. We have Flareon, Golden Sky, 9. I really like this one because I feel like it almost looks like Flareon. I don't know what Flareon Shiny looks like exactly, but to me, that's kind of what it looks like. And like, it's just super vibrant red. and like super like brilliant like yellow flame. I don't know, it just looks really cool to me. Another good one too here, we got Jolteon from the same set, also 9. I mean, this is a really good Arita. This artwork reminds me of something though, and almost like this was done like somewhere newer, where he drew like Jolteon in a similar style. I could be wrong though. Probably am wrong actually. We got Houndoom Golden Sky 9. Nice card. Raichu Flight of Legends 9. Raichu looking thick, taking up the whole card pretty much. Not a lot of hollow showing through. It's kind of like how I feel right now. I'm fat, I need to lose weight. We got Eevee Golden Sky 10. This is kind of a cool one. We saw Murkrow was out in the town earlier. Maybe Murkrow was scoping out Eevee, trying to snatch him up and have him for dinner. I don't know. But nice artwork nonetheless. Very playful, if that makes any sense. Just missed a 10 on this one. Really nice copy. I think I might have a 9 of this in my store already, so this might be an extra. But yeah, I graded a 10 of this earlier this year, so I can't be too upset. It's always great to grade like kind of like iconic older cards like this in high grade, but 9 is still a great grade. Still a really nice card. Probably one of the better. I won't, that sounds like there's bad EXs, but I would say for me personally, that's probably one of my that would hit my top 10 list, I would think. We got Nidoqueen, Dragon Frontiers, love the metal typing, PSA 8. We got Rocket Sneasel EX, Rocket Gang Strikes Back, PSA 9, just missed 10 on this one. Sneasel is, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's, I would assume like pouncing down on somebody. We have Rocket Celebi, PSA 7. I graded a 6 of this too, so we're working our way up. We're getting there. We're making moves. We got Aggron, PSA 8 from expansion pack. Nice 10 here. We got Sneasel EX. Ooh, nice swirl on this one. This is actually a really good card. Really nice card. Do a little zoom. What's this? You got like a crazy eye there, don't he? Looking all crazy. Got Kangaskhan, Flight of Legends 10. It's weird. I think on my last sub with EX stuff, I did pretty well in Flight of Legends. I don't know if I got like a good batch of that somewhere or what. But we got, excuse me, PSA 10 on the Kangaskhan. This is pretty cool artwork. We have Farfetch, Flight of Legends 10. This is by Baba. Ooh. Farfetch'd hanging out with his leak, doing big things. Ooh, we do have one that's going to jump in here. We're going to kick Munchlax out. Sorry, Munchlax. This is also, this goes with that Flygon. This is one that it's funny, these are all going to be from the same set. Yeah, that's, it makes sense, so, because again, I have these two in my collection already, and this one is one that I'm thinking about putting in at some point. But we got Salamence from Rulers of the Heavens, PSA 10. Again, just, I don't know what it is about this. These two, I remember being a kid and pulling the English variants, not variants, but the English versions from packs of what is it? It's just EX Dragon, I think, in English. But regardless, I don't know. They just kind of left a lasting impression on me. I just really liked them as a kid in English, and when I found the Japanese copies, I liked them even more. So they kind of go together. I don't exactly know how, but it definitely, it's an Arita kind of, it's an Arita thing going on. We'll just say that. But absolutely love those. I don't like the Salamence better than the Dragonair, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is going to look staged. Like, oh yeah, sure, he likes the 3 Rulers of the Heavens card from the submission, but they all just happen to grade 10, and I do have these two in my collection, and I really do like this card. So if you think I'm lying, I really don't care. So there's no reason to do something like that. But, you know, there are the tinfoil hat people out there that think, I mean, there's no chance of that happening or things like that happening. But anyway, expansion pack Electabuzz EX, PSA 10. It's kind of cool they like gave him electric fists. But again, he's hanging out at the power plant. It's usually where Electabuzz rooms. We have Manectric from Expansion Pack 10. This is actually a close one for me, too. I really like this artwork as well. This is one that I remember pulling out of a pack from Ruby and Sapphire as a kid. Those 3 sets, whatever, left a really big impression on me. Ruby and Sapphire, Sandstorm, and EX Dragon. So in Japanese, Expansion Pack, Miracle Desert, and then Wars of the Heavens. So I don't know what it is. I just really like those 3 sets. Maybe it's because those are the only 3 I really opened. I opened Team Magma vs. Aqua in English as well. But for some reason, I don't know. The start of the EX era was just big for me. We got Minun, McDonald's promo from ADVP, PSA 9. It's a pretty cool one. There is, like usual, a Plusle that connects the rainbow and they hang out. Man, maybe I am. Yeah, I might be getting sick. This is going to be rough. I'm going to be really mad then. We got Farina's Absol, movie commemoration BS pack 9. Really like this one as well. We got the Charmeleon from the Shogakukan magazine release. This is from PCGP. There's a Charmander that matches this as well. Pretty cool card. PSA 8, tough to grade with the glossy finish. Same as the Charmander. PSA 10 on the Ruse Plusle, movie commemoration pack. This is a pretty nice one as well. I guess the early grade stuff I think is nice. So, I mean, if I wouldn't, then I'd be, I don't know, be kind of stupid if I'm trying to sell stuff I don't actually like, right? We got Pikachu, Miracle Desert, 9. We got Latias EX, Dragon Frontiers, 8. Tough card to grade. This one actually has decent centering overall, so it's kind of a shame that it didn't do better than that, but is that on the card? What's going on here? Huh, maybe it is on the card. Maybe it would have been a better grade other than that. I don't know. Strange. We have Pichu, Miracle Desert, 9. Do a little zoom in on this one. Okay, so I never really got this perspective. I actually thought he was on a mountain. I'm not going to lie. Then you zoom in and you realize he's on a tree, and he looks like he's got his little tree hole there, and he hangs out in the tree hole when bad weather strikes, or maybe when he's just napping. But he is an electric Pokemon, so I don't know why he'd be scared of a storm. I mean, when you think being struck by lightning would be therapeutic as an electric Pokemon, I mean, maybe, maybe not. I'm just assuming things here. We have Mawile, Miracle Desert, 10. Cool card. I'm just hanging out in the desert, but very bland overall. But I guess that's kind of Arita's thing. Like a really realistic, visually pleasing artwork of the Pokemon, and then just kind of a very subtle background. So, I don't know. Still a nice card, though. We have Ninetales, Dragon Frontiers, 8. This would have 10. This definitely would have went into my top picks, and this would have actually went into my collection. So, I mean, this is just, I don't know, just doesn't get much better than that. That's just fantastic. I like that Ninetales is a psychic type as well. I said earlier I like the Delta species stuff. And lastly for this sub, we have the best grade, the best card in the submission. Hopefully it wasn't showing over here, but I think it was. PSA 4 Larvitar from Shockwave. I mean, if you guys want this, I might part with it for, you know, a substantial amount of money, but you know, don't get your hopes up. This is a keeper. I don't know what happened. Oh, well, that happened. Man, I don't know what old me was thinking when I was pre-grading, but then again, old me didn't have the setup I have now, the knowledge I have now, the lighting I have now. So, we'll just go with that. But it is me. It's not PSA. I mean, there's a dent in the front of this. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I think there was like a little bit of an emotional disconnect when I was just collecting. Because you get a card and you really want it to be a good like grade so bad to put in your collection, especially when back in the day I was only a 10 collector, which very foolish, but I mean you kind of like evolve, no pun intended, and adapt as a collector as you go on, and that was my thing when I first started collecting graded. So for me, like, I think I would grade stuff sometimes just because I was like emotionally attached. Like, I'm like, oh, like I really like this card. Like, I hope it gets a 10. So I'm gonna put it in the grading pile, even though like my judgment was probably clouded because of my desire rather than the actuality and logic that, hey, this probably isn't gonna grade a 10. So do I think it deserved a 4? Maybe with all these dents, but I don't know. I just think a 4 is an odd grade. It really is, especially for a card that without the dents is very clean. I'm not gonna argue this one. I mean, this was completely my fault. The mining or whatever it was earlier, that one I think deserved at least a 6. But I mean, it doesn't make any difference value wise in the grand scheme of things. It's just really odd grades is the best way I can describe it, and it just makes it tough to sell. Which is probably why I'll crack this and probably crack that in a video later on. But we're at 40 minutes. If anyone's still here, yeah, I mean, it really didn't change up until like a little bit at the end there. One changed, but this is my top 3. We got all dragons, which I mean, I'm not upset about that. But yeah, top 3. Number 1 being Flygon, Rulers of the Heavens by Arita. 2, Rulers of the Heavens by Kasube. Yeah, Rulers of the Heavens. Dragonair from Rulers of the Heavens by Kasube. And number 3 also from Rulers of the Heavens, Salamence. So, I don't know. Again, I have these 2 in my collection already. I have a bunch of these to grade. I will throw one at some point, but for right now, we're going to let this one keep going. Put the pressure on myself to source and, keep sourcing nice copies, but overall, yeah, not a bad submission. Could have been a little heavier on 10s probably, but I mean, it's just getting tougher and tougher to source good condition stuff, so I'm not really surprised. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.